Hello everybody, welcome to flight school. Today we're going to be flying the Cessna 172, doing a short hop from the Georgetown Municipal Airport to the Austin Bergstrom International Airport. We're going to learn some stuff along the way. Alright, I don't know why there's an EasyJet bus at a municipal airport in America. Alright, great to see. So we're going to start the engine. Make sure you get clearance. Oh, whoops. To do that. So the engine started. Let's look for a runway. So if we look on our map here, you can see we're pointed here. Any runway will work, really. Let's go to air traffic control. Ground services, or we don't need any pushback. We're gonna say we're departing south.
Georgetown Ground American 49er27 with Oscar request taxi for takeoff south departure.
Gonna get the call.
American 49er27 taxi to and hold short of runway 18 via taxiway Bravo. Contact tower on 120.225 when ready.
Alright. So we've just received instruction.
Taxi, hold short runway 18 using taxiway Bravo American 49er27.
So what you're going to want to do, release your parking brake, and then slowly increase your throttle. Now if you see my engine here, my one engine, this little thing that I'm moving really quickly is the set engine, is what I have it set to. The little stick is what it's actually set, is what the engine is currently at. So on the ground, you want to use your rudder, not your vertical stabilizer, to kind of get things started. Remember, there's a 20 knots taxi limit at most airports, and you don't want to run into anything. So we're gonna switch. Oh, hello, dude. Probably not good to be standing right there. And it's probably not good that I just ran into another plane, but that's fine. This is just practice. Follow your taxiway indicators. I'm not familiar with this airport. Why does it make that creaking noise? I think I got an old airplane. Let's have this view. And then flaps. In this small of an aircraft, just set flaps 1. You don't want to have too much drag when you're taking off in this small of an airplane. But now follow the taxiway lines. Please don't try to take off on the taxiway. We can go a little faster. It's not the best weather to fly, but it's decent. I have my throttle about 40-50%. See, I can't take off. I'm trying to take off. I can't. And then brakes to turn. Let's turn back this way. So it'll show me where I need to go. 0.32 miles. Can't go too fast, like I said. Hold flaps 1 probably in the Cessna. Anything above that, your flaps are gonna be like this, create too much drag, you probably won't take off in time and you're gonna overrun a runway. So, keep it like this. Make sure all your flight controls are working, everything's good. I checked that before I started, and I know my flight plan. We're gonna fly southwest towards Austin, and then we're gonna make a landing and head to the general aviation parking. I want to try to land on runway 18 left, or 18 right, because that's closest. So that's what I decided to brief, and then we'll do that. So we've come to the runway, hold short, so hold short at this.
Georgetown Tower American 49er27 ready at runway 18 south departure.
That's me calling. Here's the
American
radio.
49er27 altimeter 30.12 wind 237 at 5. Traffic is generic on final.
Alright. That's what we're listening for. We got cleared for takeoff, runway 18.
Cleared for takeoff runway
And then
18
that's me
American
radioing
for
back.
9027.
Yes, I still have my call sign as American 4927 from when I fly the A320, which we'll get to in a later video if you stick around. Alright, so we're gonna slowly get this throttle. And you want to align your center line of the runway with right about here. Don't align it with what you see here. Align it with this. So let's go. You're gonna want to line up and then we'll wait. So we'll go. Line up. And I love the Garmin avionics because we can see exactly where we are. Alright, I would say this is pretty lined up. Let's put the brakes. Verify everything's ready. We're ready for departure. Put 50% throttle. Hold it. Hold it. Full toga thrust. Use rudder as needed to maintain the center line. I'm having to put a little bit of right rudder because there's some wind. Once you're in the green, you can begin to do a slow rotation. Don't have a tail strike. There. Good. Put your flaps up. Get into clean configuration. Keep your angle of attack not to be in the red. And stay in line with the departing runway. Alright, we've cleared the runway, so now we can start to ascend.
American 4927, continue for self-departure.
Alright, so you want to be careful of not stalling either. So you don't want to. It's telling me not to sink. So I want to keep level flight. Like this. And then you can look out the window. Good rule of thumb is to try to keep, when you're flying level, you want to try to keep the horizon here lined up with your wing on the Cessna. And you don't want to stall either. That is a stall. You don't want to do that. You want to gain some speed. Slowly pull up. There. Maintain that level flight. Might want to try to get back on path a little bit, so we'll make a slow right turn. Don't go past, I would say, don't go past 30 degrees bank in this plane when you're trying to do a normal turn. We're flying on course, and everything looks like it's configured correctly. We can zoom in here. So this plane, I don't...
American 4927, leading my airspace frequency change approved. Georgetown Tower American 4927, frequency change. Austin approach American 4927 is type Cessna Skyhawk, 3 miles east of Tree 0 Tango Alpha, 2,000 feet. Request flight following. American 4927, Austin approach. Squawk 6 Tree 47.
Alright,
Squawk 6 Tree 47 American 4927. American 4927 radar contact, 3 miles east of Tree 0 Tango Alpha, 2,300 feet. Altimeter Tree 0.12.
I'm trying to get into the back
Roger,
seats.
American 4927.
I don't think it wants me to. Well, that's a shame. Oh, no, I got in the back. Okay, so we can just now... You should always pay attention when you're flying. Don't just jump in the back and be like, oh cool, it's on autopilot. No, this is bad practice. But we're still flying the plane, but we've drifted slightly off course. So we need to turn. There we go. We're back on course. So I think if I just leave the controls, it'll maintain a pretty level flight. We're 21 nautical miles from Austin. So while we're flying, we can enjoy the views. Everybody, I will be back as we get closer to Austin. Alright everybody, we're about 7 nautical miles from Austin. We're gonna now go to our air traffic control. We're gonna request IFR clearance.
Austin approach American for 9er 275 miles northwest of Tango X-ray 05. Request IFR to Austin, ready to copy.
American 49er 27 is cleared to Austin Airport as filed. Squawk 6 tree
We got our squawk code.
American 49er 27 cleared to Austin Airport is filed. Squawk 6 tree 47.
Alright. So that's good.
American 49er 27 readback correct. Radar contact 800 feet. Altimeter tree 0.09er. Turn left heading 175. Resume own navigation climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
I can't maintain 11,000 feet.
Turn left heading 175. Resume on navigation climb and maintain 11,000 feet. American for 9er 27.
So we're gonna actually go ahead and
American
cancel.
49er 27, you are 6 miles north. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 18 right approach via jetty transition. Cleared to jetty.
We want to cancel
Austin
IFR.
approach American 49er 27. Say again.
American 49er 27, you are 5 miles north. Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 18 right approach via jetty transition. Cleared to jetty.
Keep speed not above 210 knots. Expect ILS runway 18 right approach via jetty transition. Clear to jetty American
Okay,
for 9er
I
27.
am trying to cancel this.
American 49er 27, contact Austin approach on 119er decimal 0. Good day.
Going to 119er decimal 0.
Alright,
American
so we've
for 9er
changed
27.
frequencies.
Austin approach American 49er 27 is at 1,100 feet,
No, we're
climbing
not.
11,000 feet.
American 49er 27 Austin, approach altimeter tree 0 report them in sight. Allegiant tree 120
Okay, we're waiting for this nonsense to end.
at 1,400 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
American 49er 27 traffic in sight.
So we need to turn this way a little bit.
Allegiant tree 120 have the traffic.
Austin approach American for
So.
9er 27. Cancel IFR at this time.
Yep, we're canceling that.
Allegiant tree 120 descend and maintain 2,500 feet. American 49er 27 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated.
Alright,
Squawk 1200.
it's fine with me.
Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Austin approach American 49er 27 is type Cessna Skyhawk 3 miles northeast of Austin 1,900 feet. Request clearance to transition into the airspace.
Alright, so we're transitioning into
Austin
the
departure
airspace.
American 2135 is passing 1,500 feet, climbing 11,000 feet. American 49er 27 Austin approach. Squawk 5702.
Got our new squawk code.
American 2135
We're now heading
Austin departure
kind of,
altimeter
we're gonna
30
land on runway, this runway
Heading to
right
Charlie
here.
Whiskey Kilo as planned. Descend and maintain
If we click on
2,500
Austin,
feet, Allegiant tree 120.
it's gonna be runway 36
Squawk
left.
5702 American for 9er 27.
runway 36 left is doing.
Allegiant Tree 120, you are 8
Austin is pretty busy today, so
Contact Austin Tower on 121.0 when inbound on the approach. American 49er 27 radar contact 4 miles east of Austin, 2,400 feet. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
alright, we're
Maintain
cleared
on
to
navigation.
Class C airspace.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, American 49er 27. Austin Tower, American 49er 27 is 4 miles southeast, 2,400
Alright,
feet.
there's
with
our
heading to
landing.
land.
American 49er 27 Austin Tower.
I don't like that runway.
I'm
gonna try to get that changed.
Make left traffic runway 18 right.
Yeah, I don't like that runway.
1524 contact ground on
We're gonna
121.7.
see if we can change the
Fly
36L.
left traffic runway 18 right, American 49er 27.
Select another runway.
121.7 Allegiant 1524.
Alright, I guess this is the only runway we can land.
Austin Tower, Allegiant
So
Tree,
let's
120
cancel
east
that.
north inbound
Make a
ILS
steep
runway
turn
18
like
left
this. Put a little rudder,
Allegiant Tree,
little rudder,
120 Austin
little
Tower.
rudder,
Altimeter tree 0
keep going,
decimal 09er, wind 227
and
at
then
6.
kind of lay off
Cleared
the
ILS
turn.
runway 18 left approach.
So what they want me to do is follow this,
Cleared ILS runway
which I will
18
follow.
left approach Allegiant Tree 120.
So it's having me essentially not land here. It's gonna make me go and then land there. I think that's what it wants me to do.
Allegiant Tree 120 wind 227 at 6.
So everybody, while
Cleared
we're
to land
landing,
runway 18
if the air traffic won't shut up, I'll turn them off. But anyways, again, thank you for thank you for watching my content. It really helps me out a ton. I want to grow this channel. So if you know anyone who likes flying, gaming, I do a lot. I'm gonna start getting into vlogging maybe. Anyone who likes any of that sort of stuff, just send them a link to this channel. It'll help me out a ton. And I really just want it. I want the support. I want everybody to watch my videos. Because I want to start making income, if possible. But I'm not doing it for the income, I'm doing it for you guys. Y'all are my biggest fans, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Enough about that. Back to landing. So it says we're going too fast, so at this time we'll start reducing. I'm holding about, so let's hold about 50% throttle. Yeah, lay off that throttle a little bit. And then hold it right there. That's a pretty good spot to hold it. Now we've gotten clearance for landing. We want to make sure before you reach, I would say, down to 500 feet, I want you to have runway in sight. So visual contact somehow, approach lights, runway lights, just anything. The actual runway would be best. If you can see that runway, that's great. If you can't, go around. You don't want to do like what I saw in air disaster video. They couldn't see the runway. They thought something was the runway. They crashed. Don't want to do that.
Hold short runway 18 left.
So let's climb a little bit. Making a steep sort of turn. And if you look out here, I do have visual with runway. So we're gonna continue the approach. Next thing, we're gonna set flaps. I'm gonna set flaps 2. Is flaps 1, 2, 3. Set flaps 2 for this approach and landing. Because we have a 12,000 foot, I think, 12,000 foot runway.
Allegiant Tree 120 contact ground on 120.
says we're going too fast, so let's slow
Switching
down
trim
just
zero
a little bit.
altimeter 30.009
Now, when we
wind
land,
227 at 6.
I don't know if you can hear
Cleared
it,
for takeoff runway
but
18
I
left.
I believe this airplane has a GPWS ground proximity warning system, so it'll tell me 500, 400,
Going to
300,
121.9er,
stuff like
Allegiant
that.
tree 120.
We're gonna start our flare at let's do 30 feet. Good. So I think I'm actually setting flaps 3. I'm a little low, so there we go.
Austin Tower United 219er 6 ready for departure runway 18
We need to
left
keep in
IFR
line
to
with the
Houston.
center line.
United 219er 6 hold short runway 18 left. Traffic is Emperor on the runway.
It's not my runway, I don't believe. So we're gonna come in here, stay on center line, or try to at least. This plane
Hold
is
short
hard to
runway
maneuver.
18 left United
I am
219er
holding
6.
throttle at 50%. It's gonna be a hard landing, it's okay. This runway's wide.
Southwest
Everything looks
537,
good.
follow the aircraft on final. Wind 227 at 6.
Alright,
Clear to
we're
land runway 18 left.
safety zone. Don't want to hear
United
that.
219er 6 line up and wait.
We're stalling. Alright, that's fine.
Clear
Now
to
nose
land
up,
runway 18
wheels
left
down,
Southwest
set the thing
537.
down, set your nose down, and put full brakes. Throttle idle. Push nose down and hold brakes.
Line up
Good.
and wait United
Flaps up.
219er 6.
Brakes released. And we can start going down the runway a little bit.
American 49er 27, you were not cleared to
Yes,
land.
I was. You told me I was
Clear
clear to
the
land.
runway.
Alright,
Fuji
whatever.
Trim Zero contact Austin departure on 127.225. Good day.
We're gonna contact the ground.
American 49er 27 contact ground on 121.9er.
900.
121.9er American for 9er
Here we
27.
go. Taxi to parking.
Austin ground American for 9er 27 taxi to parking.
American 49er 27 taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Golf Golf 2 Charlie 1.
Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Golf Golf 2 Charlie 1 American for 9er 27.
That's fine, I'll take that. Well, lean off the runway here. Clear the runway for the next inbound, which it's either that Embraer they were talking about or I'm not sure. The smallest plane I've flown on is the Embraer 145. Biggest plane I've flown on was Boeing 757. Leave down in the comments what's the biggest and smallest plane you've been on. I want to hear about it. How was your experience on that flight? Tell me in the comments down below. I want to know. I flew with United on the Embraer 145 and Delta on the 757. Say the plane I most commonly fly is the 737. Well, with either Southwest or American. Also, I don't mind A320s either. They're different. Try to avoid small regional jets like the Embraer 145 or CRJs. They're just no. You'll stand up and you'll bang your head. There's 2 seats on one side, 1 seat on the other side on the Embraer at least. So try to get on the side with only 1 seat, because then you have direct aisle access and a window seat. We're turning. Austin is pretty busy today. There's an Allegiant flight. This is mainly the airport
Allegiant
I
tree 120
fly out of,
position caution other traffic. Allegiant tree
so I know this
120
airport
continue taxi.
pretty well. I know this taxiway also. And I fly Southwest Airlines a lot.
Roger, Allegiant Tree 120.
And American. You can
American
see those
49er, 27,
both.
hold position, caution, other
Alright,
traffic.
hold.
Hold position American for 9er 27.
They told me to hold, I'll hold. What's the other traffic? Don't know.
American 49er, 27, continue
Let's
taxi.
continue taxi.
Roger American for 9er 27.
I have no idea where Austin's General Aviation is. Guess it's right there. Alright, we're pulling in. We'll get to... He's telling me to... He wants me to stop. Come towards you. Alright, I'll come towards you a little bit. I'll stop right here. Engage parking brake. And shut down the engine. And the guy just disappeared. That's completely normal. You can go ahead. Come over here. Turn off this. Turn this off. And we've completed the flight. Thank you everyone for learning how to fly the Cessna 172 in a short regional flight. Next, we will fly the Airbus A320. Stay tuned. Peace.